Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly cruise through life, achieving their goals while maintaining inner peace? Well, Stephen R. Covey has cracked that code, and it's time to dive into a world where effectiveness meets purpose. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. A journey to personal and interpersonal growth. Habit 1. Be proactive. Imagine you're in a movie theater. The curtains roll up, the lights dim, and the film starts. It's the story of your life. Scene after scene, you notice someone else calling the shots while you're simply reacting. Feels unsettling, right? Now, let's flip the script with the philosophy of being proactive. Being proactive is akin to being the director of your own life movie. It's not just about doing things but owning your actions. Let's face it, life has a way of throwing curveballs. The reactive mind says, "Why is this happening to me?" while the proactive mind asks, "What can I do about it?" It's the switch from the back seat to the driver's seat, where you hold the steering wheel of choices and responses. Picture the rain pouring outside. The reactive person sees it, curses their luck, and cancels plans. Meanwhile, the proactive individual grabs an umbrella, adjusts plans, and ventures out. The rain is constant, it's the reaction that varies. In essence, being proactive is about understanding the gap between stimulus and response. In that tiny gap lies our freedom to choose our reaction, to navigate the plot twists and turns that life presents, and to author our own stories. When we're proactive, we're not merely actors in our life's film but the directors who shape its narrative. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself years from now, at the end of a fulfilling life. What do you see? Are you surrounded by loved ones, accolades of professional achievements, or perhaps the tranquility of a life well lived? This imagery, this end, is your compass. Beginning with the end in mind is setting the compass to guide every step you take today. Imagine a maze. There are numerous paths, twists, and turns. Many enter it, walking aimlessly, hoping to find the exit, often lost or going in circles. But a few carry with them a map, marking the end point. Every turn they take, every path they tread is with purpose, directed towards that exit. That's the power of beginning with the end in mind. It's like reading a gripping novel backward. Knowing the climax, every page you turn, every chapter you read, is enriched with meaning, leading up to that grand finale. Similarly, when we have a clear vision of our life's end, every choice we make, every challenge we face, and every dream we chase becomes a purposeful step in that direction. In essence, Habit 2 is a reminder. A reminder that life isn't a series of random events but a carefully crafted journey. When you start with the end in mind, you're not just living, you're architecting a legacy. Habit 3. Put first things first. Imagine you're in a dense forest. Paths twist and turn, leading to various destinations. Some paths are beautiful but lead nowhere. Others, though rugged, lead to glorious peaks. Highly effective people don't merely know their destination, they choose the right path. It's like distinguishing between the urgent and the important. The siren call of a buzzing phone might seem urgent, but is it more important than spending time with a loved one? It's a fine dance between managing your time and prioritizing what truly matters. This habit isn't just about organization, but about making decisions that resonate with your core values, leading you closer to your end goals. Habit 4. Think win-win. Imagine you're playing a game. Not the competitive type where there's only one winner, but a game where everyone wins. Sounds too good to be true. Well, that's the essence of think win-win. You see, life often feels like a tug of war, with each side trying to pull harder, hoping the other will lose ground. But what if, instead of pulling against each other, both sides started pushing in the same direction? Suddenly, the game changes. It's not about overpowering but about powering together. Think win-win isn't just a strategy, it's a philosophy. It's looking at the world not as a pie to be divided but as a bakery, where more pies can be made. Instead of engaging in a battle of wills, it's about finding common ground, seeking mutual benefits. It's the magic that happens when collaboration meets opportunity. So, the next time you're faced with a situation where you're tempted to pull harder, remember there's another way. A way where everyone emerges victorious, and the triumph isn't in beating the other but in succeeding together. That's the beauty of think win-win. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Imagine the power of genuinely listening, not just with your ears but with your heart. It's like being given a golden key to the deepest chambers of someone's soul. Before we yearn for our voices to be heard, we must first tune into others. In a world where we often shout just to be heard, what if we paused and truly listened? By embracing another's perspective, we don't just hear words, we feel emotions, we see their world. Only then, when we reflect on this deep understanding, does our own voice gain authenticity and impact. It's not a tactic, it's empathy in action. Habit 6. Synergize. Picture this. In a jazz band, each musician is an expert with their instrument, producing melodious tunes individually. Now, when they come together, they don't just play their tunes side by side, they merge their sounds, complementing each other, creating a melody more mesmerizing than they ever could alone. That's synergize in action. It's a recognition that alone we can be good, but together, we can be extraordinary. Synergy isn't just about collaboration, it's about the electric magic that emerges when diverse strengths, ideas, and perspectives intertwine. It's the acknowledgement that 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 but, often, something far greater. But synergy doesn't just happen. It requires vulnerability, openness, and the willingness to genuinely listen to and value the perspectives of others, even when they differ from our own. It's about recognizing that in the melting pot of collaboration, a new solution can emerge, one that's often superior to what any individual could have conjured. In a world where division often makes headlines, imagine the transformative power we hold when we embrace synergy, when we let the melodies of our individual strengths create a symphony of collective potential. That's the pulse, the rhythm, the heartbeat of synergize. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Imagine a woodsman, tirelessly hacking away at a tree with a blunt saw. The more he labors, the less he achieves. Now picture him taking a moment to sharpen that saw. Suddenly, every stroke becomes effortlessly effective, and the tree yields easily. Sharpen the saw isn't about the act of cutting, but the preparation. It's an acknowledgement that continuous renewal and self-improvement aren't luxuries but necessities. We are the instrument of our own performance, and to be effective, we must regularly renew ourselves. It's a dance between conserving and expanding energy, a rhythm of self-care that fuels all other endeavors. In essence, it whispers a profound truth: to master the external world, one must first master the internal. So, before diving into the chaos of life, take that moment to breathe, to reflect, to rejuvenate. Like the woodsman, sometimes, to move forward effectively, we must pause and tend to ourselves. And as we journey through these habits, it becomes clear, it's not about the external rewards but the internal transformation. The 7 habits aren't just habits, they are a way of being. Through them, we discover our potential, understand the value of collaboration, and unlock the path to sustained personal and interpersonal effectiveness.